Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back. Jester here. Today with another Let's Talk video, and this one's kind of important. And it's something I should have talked about a very long time ago, but I've just been super busy and I haven't had the chance to keep this series going, which I do apologize. But I'm back, and I kind of want to talk about it and kind of get your guys' thoughts and opinions on what I have to say today. So today what I'm talking about is keeping cool. And that is a major factor in playing a fighting game, and it's extremely hard to do just because we're human. We get irritated, especially if you're very competitive and you're playing at a very competitive level. No matter what game you're playing, I'm using this in a fighting game sense, but whether you're playing Call of Duty, sports games such as 2K, Madden, you know, things like that, anything that has to do it's very heavy competition. You know, a lot of people compete, a lot of people play. You're playing to win. It's the drive to win and things like that. So playing games like that, you're going to get upset if you lose. Nobody likes losing. I don't care who you are. Nobody on planet Earth likes losing. Nobody likes to lose. Winning feels good. Losing is not as good as winning. So no matter what game you're playing, you gotta keep your cool. If you get, especially when it comes to a fighting game, and I'll go into each game type eventually, but especially when you're playing a fighting game, you have to keep a calm head, whether you're losing or whether you're winning. And it's extremely hard to do because when you get mad, you start making rash decisions. You don't think clearly. You're not blocking. You know, you're not watching the overheads. You're not watching the lows. You know, things like that. You're not keeping a positive mindset. And if you don't keep that positive mindset when playing a fighting game, and you get mad and you lose your cool, then 75% of the time you're going to lose. Some people play better with rage. It tends to help them or bring out that drive that they were missing. But sometimes, most of the time, not sometimes, you're just not going to do as hot as you think you would. And I'm very bad at this. I'm getting better. What I mean by that is I've probably played a lot of people online. I've probably got messages I just didn't want to hear. I was in a bad day. I'll probably cuss you out. I'll probably scream at you, whatever. I'll probably be like, I'm going to kick you in your fucking chin, whatever. And it happens. You know, we're only human. It's because I'm a very competitive player. I like to play very competitively. I do play for fun a lot. It is fun. Fighting games are a big joy to me, but everybody has that competitive aspect in their mind and that drive and will to win. Like, you want to win no matter what. You don't go in there saying, hey, I want to lose today. No matter what you do. If you go in there for a job, or, you know, you want to go get food, whatever. You don't go in there like, oh, I hope somebody steals from me, or, oh, you know, like, you have that will to win. It's just human nature. So that's the biggest thing about playing fighting games. You just gotta keep your cool no matter what game you're playing. And when you keep your cool, it tends to help you out tremendously. You know, you don't make rash decisions. You play smarter and stuff. And especially if you're playing in a fighting game and you see that you're playing your enemy and your enemy sees you doing things that you don't normally do out of, you know, like you're pressing buttons faster, you're just mashing buttons and things like that, they're gonna play off that. And it's going to help them win. They realize you're getting frustrated, they realize you're getting annoyed, and they're going to punish the shit out of you. There's just no ifs or buts about it. So when you're playing a fighting game, keep your cool. Even if you're losing, you're getting upset, still play like you normally would. I mean, mix up things. I'm not saying change is a bad thing, but, you know, a good fighting game player will realize what you're doing, and they will play off that, and they will end up beating you in the long run. And they're going to keep doing it over and over and over again, and eventually you're just going to, like, throw your controller or turn off your PlayStation. You know, some people rage harder than others. They go to the depths of throwing their PlayStation out the window or breaking their TV or whatever. There's tons of rage videos on YouTube. So the main thing is just keep your cool no matter what you're playing. Same thing when it comes to sports games. If you're playing 2K, which I don't play 2K a lot, so it's not like a huge deal to me, but when you're playing a sports game which is very competitive, you know, you gotta keep your cool. You know, especially if you're playing somebody online and they realize what you're doing. You know, you're shooting random free throws and things like that, and threes out of nowhere and all kinds of bullshit that you do in basketball games, and they're gonna play off that, and they're gonna end up beating you in the long run. Same thing when it comes to Call of Duty. You know, you have to, if you're sitting back there and somebody's in the same spot shooting you, the main thing you would want not to do is run back up to the same spot that guy's at, or he's going to keep fucking killing you. He's probably waiting on you. He realizes you're getting frustrated. He's like, you're going to be a dumbass and come back up here. So in the long run, he's going to end up killing you every single time. And I've done it. Everybody's done it. Like I said, we're human. It's just natural emotion. But you have to keep a clear mind and a clear head no matter what game you're playing in order to play. And people made video games to be fun. Yeah, people compete. You know, there's Street Fighter tournaments, MK tournaments, Call of Duty tournaments, 2K tournaments. I mean, there's competition no matter where you go in any game. You know, but that's not the joy of it. When these creators made this game or made any of these games, it was just for fun. You know, back in the 90s when you're playing, you know, PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64 and games like that, old school 90 games, you never even thought of multiplayer. Sure, like that had, you know, multiplayer within the game where you and your friend could play at home, but it wasn't as competitive as, you know, games today, especially the fighting game series, since it's so big and so massive now, and it's just has all this popularity with it. So think of it kind of like a time like that, to where, you know, games really didn't matter as much as they do. You know, it's all about fun. Mario Party, you know, things like that. Nintendo kind of has the right idea here. You know, games for fun. That's why Nintendo's so far behind, because they're not up to the competitive era of what games are nowadays. You know, Nintendo Wii doesn't really have any competitive. I mean, they have Call of Duty and things like that, but it's not as competitive as it is with, you know, the PlayStation 3 was, or, you know, the Xbox 360, or the PS2 was even, you know, multiplayer online. GameCube had some multiplayer games and things like that. So they're not really up with the times, besides like the GameCube, which had like Phantasy Star and things like that, which are not really competitive. They're like MMOs, but you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying here. So always keep a clear head, guys, no matter what you're doing. Like I said, it's just for fun. You know, don't get too involved into it. Now, I understand those people who play competitively, you know, they have money on the line, so of course it's kind of hard to keep a clear head when you're paying for, you know, like $150,000 or $500,000. I mean, anybody, I mean, including me, is not going to keep a cool head, especially, you know, if you're in the semifinal round about to win $500,000 and you just get destroyed. So it's kind of hard to keep a clear head in that scenario. But otherwise, if you're playing, you know, in the comfort of your own home, or, you know, at a friend's house, you know, have a couple beers, lay back, chill, just play the game what the game is meant to be played. That's just all it's about, man. It's always been about fun ever since the 90s. You know, me growing up playing Spyro and Crash and things like that. I do like fighting games. Like I said, I grew up on Mortal Kombat, but I played it at the house with people. You know, money didn't matter. You know, we were just a bunch of teenage kids playing games, man, having a good time, and that's really what it's about. But anyway, guys, this just concludes my video. I just really wanted to talk about, you know, having a clear head. Thought this might be a little tip for you guys. Hopefully in the future, you know, you guys come and see this video and like, damn, you know, Majestic actually has some knowledge, some truth here. Hopefully you can look back on this game, you know, or this video, especially, you know, you're getting your ass beat and you're just like, damn, God, I'm losing my shit. And then you look back on this video, hopefully it brings a smile and a laugh to your, you know, to your heart and all that good stuff. But anyway, guys, if you do like my videos, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. We just now hit 71 subscribers, so it's pretty exciting, moving up in the world. I'm really happy about that. Couldn't have done it without you guys. And I'll see you guys for the next video. So peace.